one of Ria and Valeria's year one recap.
Coming out fresh with all this info. Let's go. First,
Freshers Week.
how did that go for you, Ria?
I was shit scared. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't want to speak to anyone. My social battery died immediately.
It did, yeah.
I met you, obviously, and then we had this whole dynamic of like, oh, we're friends, but like we're not gonna be in each other's lives, kind of thing. Like we were dead set on that.
How did things change? Now we can't go a day without each other.
It's like I couldn't imagine myself being friends with like someone like you, like with your energy and stuff.
I think that's a lot of growth, and I think that's why our dynamic works so well, is because we're just us.
Yeah, we're different, but because we connect so well on that
different levels.
Yeah,
We have this. But anyways, recap for freshers, because we just rambled on about
we
our
did
friendship.
ramble. Everyone I met at Freshers was very much surface level friendships, like, you know, the kind of people that you talk to and you know you're never going to talk to again.
Exactly. It was a bit of a whirlwind. I don't think it was what we expected it to be.
No, because I think everyone bigged up Freshers in a way of like, you're going to meet all these new people, you're going to have a great time, blah blah blah, and it's like, yeah, you do meet a lot of people, but it doesn't mean you're going to like everyone you meet.
No.
And the one thing that no one was really honest about is how many people that come to uni already knowing people. I did not expect that, because obviously we both came with the mindset of like, oh, everyone's here to meet new people, and you know, when we look out the window and there was friendship groups of 10 and it was like day 2 and we were like,
Yeah, it's wild.
so
Yeah, and I think cliques do exist. Even people who met during freshers did stay together, which is fair
especially
enough.
with flats as well. I think it's really important who's in your flat.
Yeah.
A lot of friendship groups form from flats, and ours almost did.
Till it didn't.
Yeah.
Love.
You need to find someone with shared values. That's
You
so
do.
important. You need a man with motion. That's what we've been saying.
Man with emotion.
A man with motion.
That is the theme of this year.
He's got no motion.
Yeah.
There's more fish in the ocean.
See what guys say is what it is. Don't overthink it in your head and actually.
Guys say things at face value.
Exactly, so take it at that face value.
You can't be in a relationship that's holding you back.
No. If he doesn't add value to your life, then he's not supposed to.
A relationship should only add value.
Like mid-year, we were like, we don't need no man.
Yeah, we made a pact in a Greg saying no men 2025, and look where we are.
At this point in time, let's do like what your definition of love is right now. You go first.
I think love is easy, and I think the most scary part of love is the fact that you're seen. I think that's also like the best and the scariest part of it, because it's like you can be in love with someone,
Yeah.
but to be seen by someone is like something completely different. I think love is basically just having a best friend.
Yeah.
And I think everyone should have that in a partner. Like, fundamentally, how would you feel if you were away from them and all you could do was talk? You know what I mean? You just find a best friend in someone. It's a good thing you've got one right here. I've got 2 best friends I love.
Yeah, you do. I think that's the part of love that I'd talk about if I was actually in a relationship. But I think for me, love's a bit more fragile at the moment. I'm like really open to understanding what that is. For now, love is just literally focusing on myself, because I think in order to love someone completely, and think you don't have to like love every aspect of yourself, because that's very unrealistic, but you need to not hate yourself to be able to be in a relationship where he's not the only person that's making you love yourself, you know. And I think that's something that I'm really trying to grasp at the moment, is that self-love is really important, and it's okay to actually focus on you. I think there's so much pressure to get into relationships when you're so young, but I'm actually just taking the fact that I'm 19 a blessing, and just trying to figure out who I actually am without a guy, because it's always been that I've chased. Never really sat down and appreciated how I am without someone else in my life. So that's what I'm like trying to do. And I think love is beautiful, and I know it will come. I know the universe has someone out there. Like, it's not as if I'm giving up on hope. I'm not sitting here like, guys, I really need love. Like, no, because I feel love every day. I really do. And I think it's in the little things as well, you know, like just sitting here enjoying the sunshine, filming this, like this is what love is, you know. But you just got to find it in everyday life. Next up, first year at uni. How's that been?
I would say it's been a struggle, actual uni work, stuff like that, because I feel like all my skills were very much in the design side of things,
Yeah.
and being like pushed into more engineering side of things has been really hard for me. And especially with like, because you're away from your parents as well, it's very hard to stay on top of work and actually have the motivation to keep doing it, because it's like, I picked product design because it's my favorite thing in the world to do, but because I have to do it for a degree, it kind of took all the joy out of it. So it's like, I don't have as much joy for designing as I did when I came in, and I think that is hard, but it's also like, I have to understand that it's still my favorite thing to do, and try and take away the pressure of like trying to do it. And like, even things with like attendance, like I found it so hard to go into uni every day and like go to lectures every day, because especially because I didn't really have any friends on my course either. I felt so isolated, and it was like, I had a lot of anxieties about going into uni. So because my attendance was falling off, my work was falling off, blah blah blah, and it took me a really long time to try and like look at it as, I'm okay and I don't need, you know, I don't need to walk into a class and feel like, you know.
I do.
So I think first year uni's been hard.
It has been hard, and I've watched you, you know, go through it, and I know it's been a struggle, but you're doing so well. And I think part of you has to realise that like, you've always wanted to be a product designer, or you've always had that ambition to do this, and you've gotten yourself this far, you know. Like, you have done so well to even get through the year, because so many people haven't, you know. And I think you've just got to give yourself that grace and that actual empathy for yourself, that it's been hard, but it's only year one.
I think it's hard as well, because like, you go from being the best in your respective schools, you know what I mean, like product design, I was untouchable in school, like everyone would look at me for my projects, you know, that kind of thing. And then I came to uni and suddenly people were in the same bracket as me, and I was like, why aren't I the best one here, you know what I mean? And that's like, it's almost like a culture shock. Because you have to adapt yourself to competition, because I never felt any competitions before. So now it's like, I actually am competing with people in my class. It's like weird. This first year,
I don't know where it's gone.
Like, unreal.
We literally were deeping the fact we've known each other for 8 months, and we're like
it does not feel like 8 months.
No.
Like, I could have said I met you last week and it would feel the same.
It's weird. Time is so strange.
As soon as we left school,
I don't know what's happened since
time
then.
just went. Time went like nothing. We're just getting older.
It really did. I think for me, it's been a slightly more positive experience overall. Like, it hasn't been perfect, and I don't want to give the impression to my future self that it was perfect, because I struggled a lot. I think for me, it's about actually understanding that I don't like being academic, and I don't want to put myself in the bubble that I have to be. Like, I have so many strengths. It's okay to have weaknesses, and one of mine is academic writing, trying to improve on that, because having been brought up in a system where I've always actually not felt like the best, like I've always had competition and I've always had feeling inferior to other people, coming to uni wasn't that much of a shock in that sense to me, but it was a shock in the sense that I had to keep myself motivated to keep doing what I want to do. Because 2 years ago, if you told me I was doing business management and marketing, I'd be like, what? Because that's always been my dream, but I've never had the guts to actually even do it. The actual degree experience has been a lot. Like, I think it's so different to A-levels. Like, a lot of people tell you it's harder. I think it's easier in a sense, but it's also so much harder because of the same thing that you said, where you've got to do a lot of engineering. Like, accounting, it's really not it. So I'm not too sure. I can't complain. I've been to most things this year. I've tried my best. That's all I can really do, is just try my best, and I think I have. So that's that. So that we've learned from this year. First one is that it's okay to change, and I think that's really been something that I've learned this year, is that I'm allowed to develop and I'm allowed to evolve as a person, because I used to think I had to stay static. You do not. There's so much more that you're going to learn about yourself even in 3 years' time when you're doing this. Embrace the change.
I've learned that it's okay to be myself, and self-expression is valued in the world, I think. Because for so long I kind of wanted to fit into a box like everyone else and wanted to put a label on myself, but I realised it is okay to be me, because the right people will love me for being me. So don't let anyone tell you you can't look a certain way, you can't do a certain thing, because
It's just BS.
just do you, and the right things will come along the way.
Instead of being so stingy about money too, just let yourself enjoy life, and just do that. Get those sweet treats for you, girl. Get those sweet treats.
I think I've learnt to say yes more. I definitely, especially at the start of the year, shut myself off from a lot of people. And didn't want to go out, that kind of thing. And now I'm kind of embracing, because it took me a long time to realize that the world isn't against you, and that there are people in the world that do want the best for you, and it's okay to try new things, and it's okay to meet new people, because everyone's just as scared as you.
Yeah.
And I think that's something you always have to remember. Like,
The thing that I've learned this year is that actually it's the opposite of that, and I'd say it's actually taking time for myself is okay, because as an extroverted person who's always put other people before herself, I've really realised that being a people pleaser isn't the way to be. Like, if you know, obviously say yes more, and I'm not saying to say no to things, because so many things come from different opportunities. Say yes all the time, like have a yes every day in your life, you know, but actually just take a step back and realise that you are the most important person in your life, and no matter what anyone else tells you, no matter what your job, your career, your education tells you, it's you that's going to have to push yourself through that. So if you don't focus on like helping your body, helping your mind, you're not going to go very far. So put an emphasis on you for once.
I like that.
That's cute.
My final piece of advice is that it is okay to be happy. I think a lot of times it's so much easier to be sad, because it's so much easier to not want to change how you're living. And I think actually when you wake up and you feel good about yourself, you shouldn't put yourself down for feeling good. And you're allowed to, even if nothing feels okay in your life, it's still okay to smile, and it's still okay to, you know, want to do things, because it's like life is too short to not smile every day.
Yeah.
So if you're going through depression, if you're going through anxiety, just take a moment and just smile and see how much it will change your life. And also, music has frequency. Stop listening to sad music, because it will make you more sad. Put some reggae on, rejuvenate yourself, and smile.
Love that. Keep smiling, keep being you, and we will see you guys soon. We love you guys.
We love all of you.
Giving you guys virtual hugs. Bye.
Mwah.